everybody, welcome back to the Crush It Trading Recap Show for Friday, November 1st, 2024. Today was an awesome day. Crushed it again with a solid gain of $7,464. Now, the Crush It trade setup took place not on just one, but three tickers, delivering some fantastic opportunities. And we're going to get into those trades here in just a second. But first, do me a favor and click the like button. And if you haven't subscribed, right now would be the perfect time to subscribe and come learn the Crush It trade strategy right here. All right, the trades of the day were, there it was, Apple and Amazon. So let's get into the Amazon trade first here. This is the first trade I took today. I was looking for continuation to the downside, down to the Crush It zone, and I actually missed out on a good opportunity at the Crush It zone for an upward movement. But let's talk first about this one here. You can see this impulsive candle to the downside. I had this retest here at the 50% of that wick, and I jumped in here at this impulsive move to the downside. You can see it right here in the 10-second. I had kind of this retest right here at the 50% of that wick, and I rode that all the way down to the Crush It zone. Ended up with like $5,000 on that one there, and then missed out on the Crush It trade setup, which was an A++ setup. This was a really good classic A+ setup, deep outside the Bollinger Bands, on the 5-minute, on the 1-minute, and you know we had this outside the on the 10-second too. So a really good move to the upside. And that would have been a good trade. You could have held that one for a better part of the day and done really well on it. But I missed out on it. Did end up with $5,000 on the continuation of the downside. But now my second trade of the day right here on Apple. Okay, you can see we're coming up into the Crush It zone here. As we were coming back down into the Crush It zone, I had this hammer candle to the downside. I was looking at this here on the 10-second and decided to get in. And I did get into this trade here pretty big. And I did scale just a couple out down here just to get some money on the board with this trade. And then it ended up moving back up, and I had to stop myself out. A little bit of a bummer. I really expected this to get down to the 0.618 level. So now when I had this hammer candle right here, right at 1022, I kind of hesitated, you know, because of that loss right there. And I wanted to get in so bad, but I just psychologically couldn't get into the trade. And you can see that it just worked itself all the way down throughout the day, and I was watching it, talking about it. But, you know, I finally got into this trade here. Let's see on the 10-second. So we got this breakthrough, right, of the zero line, and I got this retest in the 10-second at about 10:44 here, this little candle right here on the 1-minute. And I rode this all the way down to this level here. Now, when I got this injection candle right here in the 10-second, I decided to take off most of the trades because I got up to 7,464. You know, I was up 5,000 and I was down 2,000. So I think I did probably another, you know, 3,000 or 4,000 on this trade right here. So that was my trade of the day. I did Apple and Amazon. And now let's check out the watch list and see what took place on the watch list. I didn't have anything take place on AMD. We didn't have any continuations. We just kind of like dropped and then consolidated for the rest of the day. This was the trade on Amazon off the Crush It zone, a perfect A+ setup. A couple of people in the trading room took this trade and did very well today. And then we had Meta. Once again, you can see just range trading, nothing going on there. Apple, really nice move off the Crush It zone to the downside. That's your second move of the day. And then Tesla, you know, didn't really have anything good on Tesla. I tried looking at a continuation of the downside, but it just wasn't setting up, and took my eyes off that one. And then we had NVIDIA also, a move off the Crush It zone to the downside. 2 times it took place. I wouldn't say, you know, the first one wasn't a classic A+ setup, but you did have a high probability trade to the downside the first time around. And then the second time around, you had another quick move from the Crush It zone all the way down to the 0.618. And that, my friends, is the Crush It trade strategy, a high probability approach that's all about creating consistent cash flow daily. If you've been struggling to find that consistency, or if you're ready to start making money every day, check us out at Crush It Trading. You're going to love this strategy, I promise. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a recap strategy breakdown, all right? Catch you on the next one.